guys, Ramblin Bob here again with another cool first look at the power station, which they call a generator, is Jackery Explorer 2000 Plus Portable Power Station. These I never call them solar generators. They're always called power stations to me. A generator to me is always like a motor. But let's check it out. All right, so there's an early, early bird offer, save up to $499. All right, well, this is the first look that I'm having at this power station, and I want to see what it has, and I want to see what kind of a wow factor is. So a wow factor is basically something that I look at and go, wow, look at that, this is new, this is different, you know, etc., etc. So I guess this was updated 2 days ago. So what? Let's jump right into it, guys. All right. It's $2,200 for the main system, and I guess this is an expandable system. Let's look at the pictures first. Right away, I do like the handle. I like the handle. I like the look. I do like the RV port here. Hopefully, that's a 220. Let's see. Other than that, you got 4 AC outlets. I would like to see a little bit more. I do like the ones with 6 of them on there. I don't know why. It just sometimes, like, I use 4 outlets right now on one of my power stations, and if I use this system and I put all 4 of my cords in here, I would have nowhere else to go. So I have to use a power like adapter kind of thing for what do they call a power strip. But I do like the looks of it. It's different. It has that Halloweeny look. That's my favorite holiday. So that's our favorite holiday. So I do like that orange and kind of grayish orange and black kind of look. All right. Well, let's look into the other pictures here. The screen is very simple and straightforward. I do like that. The logo is big and bold. I like that. You know, if you're going to sell something, put your name on it. I do like how you can put these together here, and that's a parallel box that allows you probably to get 240 volts out of here. We're going to have to wait to get to the specs, but I assume that's what it is. Usually when you have that two in a parallel, you have that thing called split phase, and then that's 240 volts. And that way you can have very big items, and it kind of puts its power together. So you can definitely double up. I do like the expanded battery idea. Also, if these are lithium iron phosphate batteries, I just want to say, Jackery, it is about time. I think Jackery lost a lot of buyers and customers because they were always in a lithium ion game. Very nice power stations, but a lot of people were looking for lithium iron phosphate batteries, so a lot of people ended up going over to EcoFlow or Pecron or Bluetti. But it is very nice to finally see that this company has finally got onto the lithium iron phosphate, if that's what's in here. I'm assuming that it is. This is the first time I'm looking at it. Let's see here. I do like the expandable idea, and I guess that you could have up to 12 kilowatts, I believe. Yeah, here it says expandable for versatile scenarios. 2 of them up to 24,000 watt hours of expandable capacity. So I do like that. Okay, so Jackery, you finally have my attention. You finally have my attention. I've looked into the Jackery many times, and I'm not a lithium ion guy anymore. Loved it for its time, but I've moved on. You get better charge cycles. They are heavier though, but I'll take that. It's just I like them better. I just do. I'm looking at longevity, and when you buy something this expensive, you know, this is $2,200 just for the main system, and then I'm assuming I don't know. Let's well, here, 2,200 minus 15 is $1,700. So $1,700 for 2,000 watt hours, and then each battery, I'll have to look. I'm assuming it's 3. I'm doing a lot of assumptions. Let's wait till we get down to the actual brass tacks here. Leaping performance powers heavy-duty devices up to 6,000 watts. Wow. Okay, so now that's a game changer. If this is a 3,000 watt inverter and a surge up to 6, and then possibly a 6,000 up to 12, I'd have to see. Let's see here. Ultra fast charging, advanced IBC technology, fast solar charge in 2 hours. Okay, now see, that's not. I like that. Okay, long lasting reliability, outstanding. Here you go. lithium iron phosphate. I just want to say again, Jackery, thank you. Thank you for coming up to the times. A lot of people have gone to other companies because you didn't offer one lithium iron phosphate batteries. I was one of them. I looked into Jackery a lot. I looked into the Jackery 2000. Now this is a Jackery 2000 Plus, and I think that's because of LiPo batteries. I'm sorry, lithium iron phosphate batteries. But I ended up buying ACOUCOU and Pecron because I didn't want the lithium ion batteries. So this could be a game changer, and they could finally step up their game. Charge shield technology using unique variable speed charging. That I like a lot, guys. If you can change the speeding, the speed of the charge, I like that a lot because then you can prolong the life of your battery cells. Or if you're in a hurry, an emergency, you can charge it super fast. I do like the option of that. That's a very good plus so far that I see on this system so far. Speed charging algorithm, fast charging technology boosts battery life by 50%. Fast charging technology boosts battery life by 50%. Okay, I'd like to know how they do that. Okay. Oh, yeah, one other thing I wasn't really a fan of is it had the cycles on another system. I think it was the Jackery 2000, the regular version, the lithium ion version, where it would like something about rate the cycles between 20% and 80% as opposed to a whole full cycle. So we have to see how this is. I do like the 5-year warranty I just saw. Guaranteed satisfaction, excellent 5-year long warranty. It is about time that these companies are getting into very long warranties. This system should last approximately 10 years. If you have 3,500 life cycles and you did it every single day, it would come out to about 9.6 years. Chances are you're going to miss days in between there, but if you did it every single day, and if it has a 3,500 life cycle, you get about 9.6 years. That's now we're talking. Now we're talking. All right, the solar generator 2000 Plus delivers a mega 2,000 watt hours up to 24,000 watt hours expandable capacity. Expand all the way to a gigantic 24,000 watt hour system by adding a battery pack and solar panels. That they have to change that though. It's not a battery pack; it's many battery packs to get 24,000. I'm positive, because I'm assuming that the battery packs are probably only 3,000. But I understand what they're saying there. Sometimes the loss in translation. Ideal for off-grid living and powering during extended blackouts, taking amazing 2 hours to full solar charge. Wow, I can't wait to see the speed of that. Okay. Here's the system. It's a very clean looking system. I like it. The built-in dolly is very nice. I do like that they put the cascading cables or the cables that connect in the back this time. Now that's different because EcoFlow has them on the side. Bluetti has them on the side. It's kind of nice that they're buried in the back so you don't see them as much. They don't stick out as much. I'm going to have to wait and see. You can see how they're pressed up against the wall here. That way you have to put them a little further from the wall. So I'd have to see as far as that's a plus or a minus. As far as visuals, I like it that they're hidden in the back. As far as the stiffness of the cables, and you can't push it up all the way against the wall. We have to wait and see. It's always good to have some space between your power station and the wall anyway, because then you have that airflow, guys. The airflow is really nice to have. Okay, I do like their solar panels too. They're all jet black like that with the orange. I do like that it doesn't look like a solar panel. I'm just a fan of that. I don't like that old traditional polycrystalline blue, purpley kind of solar panel look. Very, very clean looking system, very simplistic. I know Jackery focuses on very simplistic systems as far as use. You know, some of the EcoFlows and the Bluetti, they get very, very detailed in the apps. That you know, you kind of have to run through 50 things and have a lab coat just to kind of learn how to use all the variables of it. That's very nice, but Jackery focuses on very simplistic uses. So I do like that part about it. Because, you know, a lot of people, they just want a power station. When I was looking for my first one, I want a power station to make popcorn or, you know, run a light or a laptop or a TV. Simple. Let's get it done. Let's power it, and then I can turn it off. But I do like the the availability of the app options, because I've learned so much more about power stations in the last maybe year or two, that I'm using a lot more detailed options than I would have if I first started. So this is a very good introductory power station to learn from. I do like Jackery for that. I always did, is the simplicity. If it wasn't for the batteries, I would have jumped on the Jackery bandwagon a long time ago. But now something like this, it really could be a game changer. These are all kind of approximates as far as run times. I always look at these as kind of like opinions. I always like to try. Battery capacity, guys, is a huge thing, a huge factor for me when I choose a power station. I want a power station that has at least minimum of, I want to say 90% battery capacity nowadays. Jackery has always been fantastic with their battery capacity, but that was with the lithium-ion batteries. We have to wait and see what the battery capacity is with the lithium iron phosphate. Like I said, this is a huge game changer. If they can get their, they had 90-95% battery capacity, and if they can do that with lithium iron phosphate batteries, that would definitely be a contender, especially for the sizes and the ease of the system. I do like their solar panels, very clean looking. Let's see. The first battery pack ever to be charged by solar panels. Alright, good job, guys, good job. Let's see. Lithium iron phosphate lasts for 10 years. Lots of good pictures here. I like the built-in handle, guys. If it's very rugged and it lasts, I like that, because you don't have to go buy that separate. You don't have to go look for something. Like on my other power stations, I have 8 of them, and for 2 of the bigger ones that I have, I bought little dollies that I had to, because these systems, when they're full, they're like almost 200 pounds, and that's a lot to carry. Even when I was younger, 200 pounds is still a lot to walk around the house or the RV with. So I do like that. I like that a lot. I don't know if you could put the batteries on top, maybe one of them, and use this handle. I don't know how strong that is yet, but it looks like you could put one up there and use that dolly, or you could just take the system apart, move it to where you need to, and then, because it's modular, when you get to where you're going, you put it back together. That's a huge plus over a really monster size one power station, say 5 or 10,000 kilowatts, or even 20, for God's sake. It's a huge power station that you could take it apart because it's modular and then put it back together. I like that. All right, now here's the Charge Shield technology. Boosts battery life by 50%. Okay, I want to see how they do that. It's a Jackery's leading edge fast charge technology, providing 62 protective mechanisms, 12 protective algorithms, and 4 types of physical safety protection. By using a unique stepped-up variable speed charging algorithm, this is a technology enhances safety and increases battery pack lifespan by 50%. Wow, okay, well, like I said, Jackery, you have my attention now. It's a very clean looking system, very simplistic and very simple and very basic. I like that about it. These, I like them in the back, guys. I really like these cables in the back of the system. If this is 2 and that's 2 and that's 2, oh no, I'm sorry. If this is 2 and that's 3 and that's 3, that would be 8. So I wonder how they get 24. Let me see if it's, oh, this is their YouTube. I want to see how this all goes together here. I wish they had a picture of the entire system. I do like to have an app. That's a plus. Control and monitor your 2000 plus with the Jackery app. It supports different devices, real-time status monitoring, customization settings, and more. So I do like that you can either use it very simplistic way and just turn it on and use it, or you can use the app to go a little bit more in depth with your options there, your charging speeds and whatnot. I wonder if you can access any of the options as far as like charging speed if you don't have the app, though. That's always a nice thing to have, the option to do either or. On both of my systems that are bigger, I have an option to change things without using an app. But an app is very good, guys, because if you need an update with that firmware that's a pain in the butt, an app makes it so simple, because you could just go to their, goes to their servers, their websites, downloads their firmware that's no mistake. You don't have to go find it, download it, put it on a USB drive or something like that, and then install it that way. Or God forbid you have to ship it back, because shipping a 2,000 watt-hour battery for me cost about $100. And then your battery packs. I assume that the since they're just kind of like battery dummies, if you will, that the update app firmware connects it all together to use it as one big standalone. I don't know if you can do the app update on the batteries alone, but that would be nice to update in case you want to use that battery pack separate, if you can use that. All right, so let's go right into the specs. Now, guys, when you're a fan of baseball, football, hockey, whatever, you go right to a baseball card or something, you flip it over, you look at the stats. Those are where the money is. All right, let's see what we got here. Capacity is at 2,042.8. I thought it said 20,000 for a minute. That dot is really small. 2,042.8 watt-hours. It's lithium iron phosphate battery chemistry. Love it. The cycle life, it says 4,000 cycles to 70% capacity. Okay, so guys, this is what I was talking about. I do not like this rating. I never did. The industry standard for everybody. A couple other companies did this before. I personally, as an opinion, I don't like when you rate stuff to 70%. I want to see an actual rating to 80% so I can compare it to other systems that are out there that are rated to 80%. So for me, this rating is a drawback, because if it's to 80%, it's probably, I'm guessing, 2,500 to 3,000 cycles to 80%. We don't know because it doesn't say. It says AC output, it says ×5. Hold on, let me go back up here. I thought there was only 4. Oh, I see. Okay, so they're using the AC up here as the 5th one. Okay, so yeah, that makes sense now. Let me see. I'm stuck in. Oh boy, I got my browser stuck here. Okay, hold on. Give me a second here. Let me refresh the page here. Okay. Oh snap. Okay. Boy, I crashed my browser here. Okay, alright, so let's go back down. Why is my browser not working, guys? There it goes, okay. For some reason my mouse just didn't want to scroll anymore. I don't get that. Boy, I cannot scroll with my mouse anymore, guys. How weird is that? Okay, I should do a review on this mouse. Okay, let me get down here. For some reason it's not scrolling anymore, so I have to, and there's no bar to pull it up and down. Okay, I'll just use the up and down buttons. Not a problem. We'll keep going here. Where did I leave off? Where's the specs here? Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Boy, that's a weird thing. Okay, so you got 5 AC outputs. You have USB output, which are the grandpas or the granddaddies. They're ×2. The USB-C is ×2. I like that, guys, because that's the way of the future for now, is USB-C. Everybody's using that now. So you have, let's go back to the ACs here. I was going this way. You got 4 regular 120 volt 60 hertz, I'm assuming that's pure sine wave, it doesn't say it. 20 amp max AC. I like that, guys. This is good. This is standard in the power stations now, is 120 volts. I've kind of pulled away from the 110 volts for obvious reasons. So you have, let's see, output 3,000 watt max, 6,000 watt surge. Guys, that's a lot of meat right there. That's a lot of power. I don't know how long the surge lasts, but if you could power something on just this without the batteries for 6,000 watts, holy crapzilla, guys, that's a lot of power. And 3,000 is definitely higher than the industry standard right now as far as the main power stations that are out there. They're all 2,000, 4,000, so that's awesome. You have 12 volt 10 amp charging, which gives you approximately 120 watt input by DC charging through your alternator. AC input is 120 at 60 hertz at 15 amps. So that's pure sine wave. So you got 120 times 15 gives you 1,800. I believe that their max charging is, yep, well, it's a 1,800 watt input. Wow, that would max out a 20 amp circuit or a 15 amp circuit. Wow. Okay, so that if that's true, that's a lot of meat too. A lot of charging. That's a way you can really get that charged up in an hour and a half. Here's your DC input, 11 to 17.5 volts on one port. I'm assuming there's 2, 8 amps max, That's a little low for me. I do like the extra low of the 11, but I don't know where that would come in handy, but I do like it. The 17.5 I wish was higher. I wish that was up to 25, maybe 30. And then we got double to 8 amp. Okay, so this is their proprietary plug, I bet. I have to go look at the pictures again. They always had that, I think it was like an 8mm barrel. And it says, so if you use 2 of them, you can double up to 17.5 volts to 60 volts. Guys, I would like to see this a lot higher as far as voltage. Another system I have goes all the way up to 95, but I would like to see this a little higher. 60 is exactly what I use max for my system, which would max out the voltage, and I don't like doing that. I like to have what's known as overhead, just in case if there's power surges or whatever, just a little bit of extra. I'm a sound guy, so I always like to have the headroom. That way I can always, in a pinch, push up the system and not hurt it. So I do like to see this a little bit higher. 12 amp max, double to 24 amps to 1400 watt max. So 1400 watt max is definitely pretty good as far as charging. And then I think it was 1800 watt max over here. They don't have it listed here. Yeah, so the charging speeds, boy, my mouse just does not work. My mouse or my browser crashed. Weight is 61.5 pounds, and that's the main system. That's heavy, guys. That's heavy. 2 other systems I have that are 2,000 is about 55. No, actually, I take that back, because if the main system is 3,000, no, it's 2,000 watt hours. So that weight had to come from the inverter and the wheels and the design and the telescoping expandable handle. Yeah, that's probably on par with all that stuff in there. You know, you got a lot of good stuff in there. AC charging time is 2. Actually, I jumped ahead here. The height is 15 inches tall and about 19 inches wide by about 14 inches deep. But that's about normal. That's about normal. Charging time is 2 hours from AC. 25 hours by 12 volt, guys. Nobody's going to use that. That's kind of a supplementary input. You know, if you're driving down the road and you want to put a little bit extra, and say you have you know, solar on the top, and you want to put a little bit of 12 volt, maybe from a cigarette lighter or something like that, and you know, you just get a little bit extra if you could dual charges. Solar panels, that's all there's listed here. I'll be honest, the one big thing that was a drawback also for me as far as Jackery, although they're changing, is the proprietary connections. I always hated proprietary connections. Apple had a lot to do with that, between Apple and Android. I chose Android largely, and I mean largely, over Apple because of the proprietary cables. I don't like having to be forced to buy your cables. I like, I have 1, 2, 3, I have 8 other power stations, and some of them allow you to, through MC4, hook up to any solar panel that you want. The Pecron, the E2000 LFP, has a 5-pin aviation. I didn't like that, but it does give you their cable with it, and you don't have to buy it. So, Jackery, if you put an MC4 cable into your connections into this package, then I like that a lot. But overall, I don't like proprietary stuff. I never did. I would take Anderson Power Pole or MC4 straight in over proprietary any day, unless the system gives you the cord free with the power station and you don't have to buy it. I don't like having to buy extra stuff, and that was a problem with Apple for me, and that was why I chose Android. It says general 3-year warranty plus 2 years. So I'm going to make it another assumption here, because it doesn't say. 3 years is probably what you get for the system, and then if you register it, you get extra 2 years, or if you pay extra. I don't know, because it doesn't say, guys. I'm only going off what I read, and this is the first time I viewed this system. Charge temperature is 32 to 113. So charge is down to freezing point. No, I'm sorry, that's 0. 32, yeah, freezing point. Well, I'm thinking Celsius. 32 to 113 is the charge. That's a little high for me. I like being able to charge lower, but I understand. Some of these power stations now have built-in heaters, guys, that allow you to charge very, very low. So basically when you plug in an AC or you plug in a DC and it's extremely cold, they have these little little heater pads inside the system that's next to the battery cells that actually warms up the battery cells to an acceptable temperature that allows energy to flow in. I like that. I like that. I would like to see that in this system. And then discharge, which is your use temperature, is 14 degrees to 113. I would also like to see that 14 down a lot more. There is other systems. I know the Pecron one that I have goes down to -4 degrees as far as the uses. So that gives you a little bit bigger window, or actually a lot bigger window if it's cold outside. Unless you know, they were to put like a heater system inside here. But like I said, Jackery, even though I didn't buy the power stations in the past, and I have to be very honest about that, I've never owned a Jackery power station. I've tried one, but I've never owned one. You know, you're definitely going in the right direction. So at least you're getting my attention now, where you didn't have it before. I'd love to hear your guys' opinion on the new direction for Jackery. Let's see, Solar Saga 80 up to 12 pieces with 2 solar connectors. Solar Saga 100 up to 6 pieces with 2 solar connectors. And those are those proprietary plugs, I'm assuming. Solar Saga 200, and that's up to 6 pieces with 2 solar connectors. Guys, if you remember that one of my favorite channels on YouTube for this technology is Will Prowse. I love his channel. That is a very educated young man, and I always give him props anytime I bring up his name. He's a person that has come from very hard times and educated his way through life, and literally is a story of success. And the knowledge he gained in power stations opened my eyes to the possibility that, hey, I can do this too. So thank you, Will. I know you'll probably never watch this video, but Will, thank you. He did not like the proprietary cables stuff with all the adapters and the whatnot. And that was one big thing that turned me onto thinking, hey, I don't like that because it reminds me of the Apple thing. But like I said, at least they're going in the right direction, guys. Okay, so you have, I think it's an 8mm barrel. It doesn't say. This looks like that 8mm that they always use to the car, which is a cigarette lighter. And I do like the orange cables, guys. You'll never lose those puppies in the grass. I'll tell you, you drop them and you'll never lose them. AC cable looks like it's straight in. That's a big plus. Right to the wall. No lunch boxes. Huge plus. I like that. And then number 4 is the DC 7909 to 8020 adapter times 2. Okay, so that's probably their solar inputs. It doesn't say. That's why I don't know. I don't have a lot of knowledge and history on Jackery. Only, like I said, I've only used one. Let's see. Here's notes. It says solar panel types and quantity depends on your purchase. Buy 2 Solar Saga, get 1 solar panel connector. Okay, so if you buy 2 panels, you get 1 solar panel connectors, and that's that proprietary thing, guys. I'm not a fan of that. Buy 4 or 6 Solar Saga and get 2 solar panel connectors. Okay, so you know, at least they give them to you free if you buy the panels, but you do have to buy 2 or more, according to this, to get those free connectors. Otherwise, it's gonna cost extra for the connectors if you buy them singly. You know, the panels one at a time, and then, you know, hook them up later together. Sorry, guys, I had a really long day. I'm tired. And this technology excites me. I can't even read sometimes. Okay, it says, notice this product, portable power supply, can supply power to your device in the temperature range of -10 to 40 degrees Celsius and -10 to 65 degrees Celsius for the solar panels. If the operating temperature is outside the above range, this product may not work. Okay, there's those proprietary cables. I think the 8mm ports. And then here's some frequently asked questions. It says, does this product support capacity expansion. Yes, the Explorer 2000 Plus can be expanded up to 12,000 watt hours. Guys, that's a game changer for Jackery. That's a huge power station. My largest one is 8,000 watts, and I'll tell you, it's almost, I want to say almost enough to get done what I need to. I can run everything I need in my workshop, as you guys follow this channel, for approximately 2 to 3 days. If I have no power coming in, and if I have good power every day, I can run it every day, obviously, and you know, burn it up and recharge it. I have a 1,000 watt array and a 600 watt array going in 2 different ports, and can be expanded up to 24,000 watt hours when paired with parallel drain plug. I want to know if that is a 240 volt system, or if you can use it at 120 volts with that amount of battery pack. I personally do not need 240 volts. I may in the future, but I don't need it. So that would be really nice for me if I can have a 120 volt system that I can use that way with 24,000 watt hours of battery pack. That would be a monster game changer for me. I'm always looking at the 120s. I just don't need. Boy, my mouse still doesn't scroll. I wonder why that is. Just weird. You know how you press the middle button and then you can kind of move it up and down? I did that and then my browser locked up. But I don't want to reset it again because I might lose the page. Okay, it says what kind of battery type is in this product. Obviously, it's lithium iron phosphate. Jackery, once again, high five. You came into the market finally with the lithium iron. In my opinion, it's a lot late. Not a little, a lot late, because a lot of people jump to other companies because of that. I was one of them, so I can speak firsthand that I was one person that definitely hopped over to another company because I don't want lithium ion anymore. Nothing against it other than I like lithium iron phosphate, and guys, you like what you like, you know. Nike to Adidas shoes, you like what you like. As long as the product works, that's okay by me. I like what I like. It's rated for 4,000 full cycle charges. That's actually a lot higher, guys, than the 3,500 to 80%. However, guys, you have to remember, and this could be a game changer, that's 4,000 full cycles to 70%. That number I'm not a fan of. I never was. I want to see the actual hard numbers, the data, to 80%. So I'm going to assume, and like I said, this is an assumption, 3,000 to 80%, but without them clearly putting it in their advertising, guys, I don't know. So that's just a guess. If anybody out there knows and has a little bit more knowledge with Jackery and maybe this system, and if you work for Jackery, you know, put your cycles up to 80% on a comment. I'd love to know. I mean, that's how I buy stuff, by specs. I don't buy by theory. I want to see the hard numbers. What type of solar panel is compatible with the 2000 Plus? You can plug the 80 watt, the 100 watt, or the 200 watt solar panel to the Explorer Plus. That was another thing with their proprietary cables. I don't mean to sound negative, guys. I'm just being honest. You know, any other of my bigger systems, I can go buy a 4, a 5, or even a 600 watt solar panel and go in through MC4. So hopefully you're allowed to do that here. I don't want to carry around, you know, 6 200 watt panels. I'd rather carry around or install 1 or 2 very large ones and call it a day. But I understand that these are the portable solar panels, and hopefully you can use maybe with an adapter, you know, the industry standard, you know, rigid solar panels that you put on your house. So let's hope. Okay, so does it make a noise when charging, and what is the noise level? It has a unique silent charging mode with a maximum noise of up to 30 decibels. 30 is really quiet, guys. That's 30 decibels. That's how quiet 30 decibels is. It's like a whisper. So that's very positive. I didn't mean to sound creepy, but that's about 30 decibels. And it'll take 4.5 hours to fully charge the power station in this mode. So it will take a long time, but that's the benefit of having a silent charger, which is nice, because if you have this in an RV, or say you have it in a room of your house and someone's watching TV on their computer, reading's a big one, guys. You don't want interruptions. Sleeping, that's a huge one. You don't want interruptions. Being that you can charge it slower through AC or something like that and keep those noise decibels down, that's a big plus. Does it support app connection to control charging? Yes, the Jackery in Google Play or Apple Store to install the app. After that, you can register and log in. This is a huge thing for me, guys, too. And like I said, I don't mean to sound critical towards Jackery. I like all power stations equal. I just like some more than others, if that makes sense. Otherwise, I would use any of them myself. I'm hooked on the technology. So this is what I want to know. So I recently was sponsored a EB3A from Bluetti. Nice, very nice little small power station. Too small for what I need, but very nice and very capable. But they have an app, and you do not have to log in to use that app. I am a huge fan of privacy, guys, when it comes to a phone or my tablet. I do not want to have to jump to servers or whatever, unless I'm looking for a firmware upgrade. I do not want to have to go on there and have people look at all your information or whatever that's on your device. So I do like, if you look at the Bluetti, the EV3A is the only one I can speak of. They have the option where you can use the app offline or you can use it online. For me, that's a very important thing when it comes to personal privacy. I use mine on a phone. It's not a phone. I use it as a tablet, if that makes sense to you guys. I take out the SIM chip so you can't make any calls. I like a portable, very powerful tablet in a very small size with a very good resolution. We use a S23 as a tablet. That I know that's a very expensive, very large, expensive price tag for a tablet, but I want to use that outside of the internet. Like I said, unless I'm updating the firmware, I want the option of not having to go on the internet. That for me, it's huge, guys. It's huge. So it says after that you can register and log in. I don't like registering anything, guys. I don't, unless, like I said, I'm doing an upgrade. So let's hope that that option is there. Like I said, I do not mean to be critical of Jackery. I'm extremely happy that they're going in a direction that is now getting my attention. So if there's any Jackery fans out there that only buy Jackery, I'll buy any system. I don't care who makes it. I don't care if it was XYZ by Rush and that was the name of a system. I want what I want, and I want it to work. My $5 for my $5 a product. So I don't hate on any systems, so please don't take it negative. I'm just giving my opinions. Okay, how long is the battery standby? 30% of the power stored for 1 year can be left with 20% or more. Okay, is it pure sine wave? I'm assuming it is, yes. Okay, and you have a battery management system. I think all power supplies have that now, guys. Pure sine wave, if you don't have pure sine wave, yeah, by now, guys, and a battery management system, it's time to upgrade your system. Protects your sensitive devices from damage. That's very, very, very important. As a sound guy, I want pure sine wave, and I want 120 volts, and I want a battery management system, period. I can't go backwards anymore. Can I use other brands of solar? Okay, so here we go, guys. This is a game changer for me as far as, remember that Apple Android thing? I bought in my time probably 10, and my wife will back me up on this even though she's mad about it. I bought probably 10 Android tablets because I have never owned an Apple tablet or an iPad, I think they're called. Because of that, I do not like proprietary stuff. I never did, and Android allowed me to have an open thing. Matter of fact, I go back, I apologize. I did own Apple Touches. If you remember Apple iPad Touch and the Nanos, I had those way back in the days, and I'll be honest, I absolutely hated having to upgrade the AC, not the AC, the power adapters in every model. It drove me crazy, and it took more of my money. So, like I said, I don't mean to be critical, but I have to be honest, guys. I have to be. That this channel was built on honesty, and I have to keep it. We strongly do not recommend using other solar panels to recharge your Jackery power. I do not like that. I do not. Since we cannot guarantee the other brand quality and provide after-sale service, for instance, if damaged through using other people's solar panels. So, guys, this is a huge thing, huge. There's a lot of red flags for me personally. If you use other people's solar panels, say I wanted to use Q cells, fantastic solar panels. Say I wanted HQST, fantastic solar panels. Rhenology, great solar panels. There's tons of. I personally like, and I know they're cheapy panels. I really like the Harbor Freight 100 watt solar panels, guys. They're cheap. They're disposable. I go less than a mile, I can buy another one. Like right now, right here, I can literally leave my house in 15 minutes. I'll have one home. And to replace one if need be, that's a huge thing. And if they don't recommend using other people's solar panels, and if that affects the warranty in any way, guys, that's a huge problem for me as far as owning this power station. How long is the warranty? Now that, like I said, I would like, Jackery, if you're out there listening, please comment on here. That's a huge question, I think, that needs to be answered. If it says, you know, other brand quality and provide an after-sale service, for instance, if damaged through using other people's solar panels. If you use other people's solar panels and you were within the parameters of your system, would your warranty still cover that? That's something I would want to know before I purchase any product, because I've never heard that on any other system that I know of yet, and I own 8 power stations. I have not heard that yet. We provide a 3 plus 2 year warranty for the 2000 plus. The 5-year total warranty includes a 2-year warranty extension for Jackery website orders, okay, and Amazon orders. Please register your item on the official website and to get an extra 2 year. Okay, so there you go, guys. So you get 5-year warranty, but you only get the extra 2 if you register the product. I have not registered any of my power stations. I have 8 of them. I have not registered them. I don't know why. I really don't. I think it's a dumb move now that I look back, but I did not register. Even the Pecron E600, the one I just got as sponsor review, the E2000, the ACOUCOU, the Mylon, the other systems, I have not registered any of the systems. I have a feeling that I'm going to go through power stations like candy, and I don't need the registration warranty because I don't foresee myself personally having any power station that I own for more than a year. I am literally addicted to these power stations, and I am growing. To give you an idea, guys, I bought 8 power stations in probably a year and a half. Once again, my wife's not happy about that, but she is extremely happy. Like when the power went out the other day, and for 3 hours in my entire neighborhood, nobody on my block had power, yet we were unaffected because we had that 8 kilowatt system. And we didn't even know the power was out until I looked outside and I noticed that the street lights were out and everything. Because it was 4:50 in the morning and the sun wasn't up yet, and I thought, it's kind of dark out here. Other than that, yeah, she was disappointed of how much I spent on these power stations. So I did get 2 by sponsor review, though. I have to be honest about that. But all the rest, I paid my hard-earned money for it, and I spent a lot, probably about $10,000. Okay, does it support EBS? Yes, it does support EBS. That's good. Let's see. Does it support pass-through charging? This is another huge thing, guys. Pass-through charging is a must. You don't want to have to charge your station and wait to use it. That's horribly time-consuming. So yes, you will charge through, which means you use your device, and then whatever extra energy on top of that or over that goes into the battery cells rather than through the device into your product that you're using. What is the maximum number of solar panels that can be connected? I think we saw that already. It's 6, and then they're talking about their 200 watt solar panels, which will give you a total of 1,200 watts of solar. Is it fireproof? Holy cow, guys! Is it fireproof? Yes, the product is 94 volts, 0 fireproof, and meets UL 2743 certification requirements. That's good. I've never personally seen a power station that literally advertised that it's fireproof. So sweet, sweet. That's something new for me. I've never seen that. Let me see if I can go back up. Sorry, it's going to take a minute. I have to use the scrolls here because, like I said, my mouse is just going silly. I don't want to restart it. It's $2,200 right now. If you use that early bird offer, you save $500, guys. That's a big savings, but it is starting out, pretty high at $2,200 for a 2,000 watt-hour system. But Jackery, you are doing definitely a plus. Let me see what that does. Okay, that just shoots down. You're definitely moving in the right direction. I have to give you a high five for that. I literally am a customer that would have spent thousands of dollars on Jackery units had you had lithium iron phosphate before and you didn't have the proprietary plugs. But I have to say, I would love to review any of your systems. Like I said, I tried one, but I have not owned any Jackeries. But I always have my door open for any system to try, because the technology, like I said, it caught me by storm. All right, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a link to Amazon, and then I'm going to leave a link to, well, you know Jackery's page. I don't have to do a link, but I'll leave a link to this page in particular so you can see it. That is not an affiliate link. That's just a regular link that goes to Jackery. The Amazon, guys, that is an affiliate link. Like I said, I'm 100% for disclosure. If you do, click on that Amazon one and you want to support the channel, we do get a small, very small commission for selling stuff through the Amazon affiliate links. My wife signed me up for that. But yeah, Jackery, very good, very positive. I want to see a picture of all the systems put together. I also want to see a picture of how the cables hook up, guys. I want to see how big the batteries are. I am assuming they're 3,000 each. If you could put two, that would be that would only be 10 watts. So I want to know how they got 12,000 watt hours, because there's only two in the picture. So I would like to see how the cable runs are. I'm assuming maybe that there's 2 or 3 connections in the back, and then they each go to 1 or 2 batteries each, which would make 6 batteries. No, yeah, because that wouldn't be right, because that's over. Jackery, we need more information, please. I'm dying to see more information. I wish you had the information on the page. Guys, let me look real quick here. Let me see if they even have it. Maybe accessories. I don't see it. Oh, here you go. Here you go. The 2,000. Okay, so $1,600 plus. Let's see. There's literally, guys. There's no. Oh wait, here it is. Well, I can't scroll. My mouse is all messed up. Let's see. Okay, here we go. So each one is 2,000 watt hours capacity for each one. Wow, I don't know. That's 4,000 cycles of 70%. Guys, I do not like that rating at all. I want to see what the cycles are to 80%, so I can fairly compare it to other systems. And they're only 2,000 a piece. So at 2,000, let's go way back up here. Let's go back a page. At 2,000 watt hours each, let me do the math here. I gotta figure it. So the system, that would be 6 total. So that would be 5 power stations you could put on each one. I would like to see the configuration of how they have it. It's obviously parallel, but I want to see, is it 5 in a row? Holy cow, that would be great. Where they daisy chain off each other. I wish they had, Jackery, put a picture of the back of the system here so I can see how they hook up here. But like I said, I'm trying to go through the pictures. They don't have any more. Yeah, guys, I have more questions. If you know more than I do, please leave a comment. I want to hear your opinion. Do you think Jackery's going in the right direction? I do, personally. Like I said, they lost thousands of dollars from me personally, because I bought 1, 2, 3 other systems when I had the chance of buying the Jackery 1500 to the Jackery 2000. That was the time frame, and then even the Jackery 1000 I was looking at. But I did not like the lithium-ion batteries anymore. All right, guys, Ramblin Bob Reviews. This is the first look. I just wanted to get a first. I know it's a long review. Sorry, I ramble. That's my name. But leave a comment. Be a scriber, be a part of the scriber family. All us together can use our information to make the best decisions for you and your family and your safety. All right, guys, ramble on, be safe, and I'll see you next time on Ramblin Bob Reviews. Bye.